Oh my, oh my, oh my. We are back at it again. What's going on, folks? Welcome to Haas Dance University. My name is Melvin A.C. Howe. If you've been following this channel, you already know who I am and what I do. But if you have not yet found this page or this is your first video from Haas Dance University, I am an international choreographer and creative director. Dance is my life, and it is more than just a passion or a hobby to me. So I'm grateful to be here to be able to educate anyone who watches these videos, to teach them more about dance. You heard me? And what better way to do that than to take some of your favorite artists and groups and break down what they do and how they do it and how you too can learn to dance just like them. So today we are coming with a BTS dance practice analysis. But first, you know, I like watching the music videos because I get the closed captions, I get the subtitles, and it breaks down what the song is about. So we have the music video of Not Today by BTS. Then after that, we are going to go over and watch the dance practice and break that down. So enjoy this with me and let's get to it. You heard? Let's do it. What you got for me, BTS? Y'all, it's hot today, so don't be surprised if I strip down. Oh, this feels like a movie. This makes me want to shoot a dance video in a warehouse. Ooh, okay. Let's go. Is that RM?
No, not today. 언젠가 꽃은 지겹지, but no, not today. 그때가 오늘은 아니지, no, no, not today. 아직은 죽기에는 더 그때. No, no, not today. No, 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 not today. 그래 우리는 extra, but still part of this world. Extra plus ordinary. 그것도 별거 아니야.
Let's go, RM.
절대 죽지 마라. 빛은 어둠을 뚫고 나가. 세상 너도 원해, baby. Yes, I want it. Wow. 날아갈 수 없음 뛰어. 뛰어갈 수 없음 걸어.
Love the message.
걸어갈 수 없음 기어. 기가서라도 길러.
Hey, this build up and fire. Not today. Let's go. Woo, footwork.
Too hard, shot to the dumbling. Too high, you on trampoline. Too high, 누가 좀 멈춰길. 우리 할 수가 없었단 나 쇼파. 서로가 서로 전부 믿었기에. What you say, yeah, not today, yeah. 오늘은 안 죽어도 say, yeah. 너의 곁에 나를 믿어. Together we will die. 나의 곁에 너를 믿어. Together we will die. 함께라는 말은 믿어. 방탄이란 그 믿어.
Looks like they dancing on ice. That's crazy.
소리 질러.
Yeah.
not today. Not today. Not today. 찾아낸 발사. 누구 소리처럼 따위는 버려. 널 가두는 유리창 따윈 부숴. 승리의 그날까지 무릎 꿇지 마. 지금은
Levels.
소리 질러 걷지 마라 오지 않아 손을 들어 Not today Not today Not today 찾아낸
Hey. Hey, yo, that was crazy. While I talk about this, y'all, excuse me, I promise I'm not stripping down. I love my outfit, but it's too hot. I'm trying to look fly, but no, not today, because it's too hot for that. Yo, it's like 106 degrees Fahrenheit out here, bro, and I'm not here for it. I'm gonna put that up there. Oh, man. Yo, this, and I figured, like, the reason that I wanted to watch the music video, whereas like some other artists, I don't watch the music video, is because one thing about BTS is they gonna have a message in their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, the message is always gonna be on point. It's inspiring, it's motivating, and that's one of the main reasons that I really rock with BTS, is because their music is not nonsense. You know, they're not just talking about whatever. They don't just have somebody write a song and then they just go sing it. Nah, like, they really connect with their music. And I know if you follow my page, you've heard me say things like this in the past with other BTS videos, but I really respect and appreciate how much they care about the music and the lyricism. That's super important. So now, I saw so much that I wanted to comment on with their dancing in the music video, but I had to put the restraint on, lock in, and let y'all finish the music video. So now we get into the dance practice, and this is where I get to get down to the nitty gritty, you feel me? So we're gonna break it down, and we're gonna see what techniques they use. And if you want to learn how to dance the choreography or dance the similar style that isn't a dance practice in the music video, I'm gonna break down what foundations and techniques you should practice to get you well on your way to that. Ready? Spaghetti. Let's get it. All right, next.
Also, there is an echo in this video because they're in a gymnasium. So if somebody gets in my comments talking about the audio is not lined up, I don't want to hear it. Because it ain't my fault.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, first of all,
Visually, this is so picturesque. It's beautifully done, and I can already tell you right now, if you want to gain the level of confidence that BTS and the dancers have in this dance practice, the biggest thing that you want to practice and work on is patience, right? So you notice So you notice that they're not rushing through things. They're taking their time. Everybody has their timing. Everybody has their musical cues. And so they're waiting. It's kind of like a domino effect. At first, you see that picture where it goes from the outside to the inside. BTS is doing something on the inside. But everybody's patient. And whenever the dancers are coming up, they're coming up slow. That takes a lot of patience, because sometimes what your body naturally wants to do is it wants to pick up the pace and move quicker, because we're used to moving at a constant speed, a constant tempo, and a lot of the times that's not slower speeds. So if you want to level up to the level of confidence that BTS and the dancers are having in this video, the major thing that you want to start off with is dancing slower, moving slower, and making sure that you're connected. Your mind and your body is connected all the way through, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, baby, because it will help you feel that foundation under you. It will help you feel your body and work on your breathing, because if you hold your breath, the more out of breath you become, the faster your body wants to move, because it starts to set into a panic. It's like, okay, I can't breathe. We got to move. You ever be holding your breath underwater and then you start to feel your heart beat faster? And it's like, all right, I got to get to the surface. It's the same thing with dance. Focus on your breathing and focus on dancing slower. And that's going to help you get on your way to building up this level of confidence. There's so much more we're about to get into, to building your dance skills, but to building up your confidence and your level of control. Practice dancing slower. Let's keep going. Hey. Again, very picturesque, because it's one thing to have great choreography, right? Great choreography is all fine and dandy. It's all cool. But if you have all of these dancers and all of these members in the group, but the choreography does not create a more grandiose gesture, a more grand picture to stimulate the senses, it can still become boring. But this makes things feel larger than life itself. The way they throw the jackets up, it takes our eyes from just this plane here, and it makes us travel up, and then they spread out. And so now we're not just here, we're up here, and we're out to the sides as well. Very brilliant. It seems simple, but it's much more complex than it looks. Okay, here's one thing I want you to recognize. I'm going to run it back a little bit. So you notice at the beginning, they have their patience, their timing. It's their build up, right? So then after their build up, they throw the jackets up. They make this grand picture to travel our eyes and our senses in multiple directions. So then here, this part takes a lot of energy. Then you'll notice this part, they're chilling. This is where they're taking their breaths and building up, because they know this next part is about to require more energy. Doom da da doom, doom da da doom. Yeah. Very well balanced. Very, very well balanced. That is a great job on the choreographer's end, but also in terms of execution and the understanding from BTS and the dancers who are dancing with BTS, understanding that, okay, even though we have the training that if we wanted to go 110%, pause, truck. Even if we wanted to go 110% the whole time, it's just not the most wise thing to do because we're still having live vocals, we're still singing, we're still rapping live, and we don't want to be completely burned out within this one song. So what allows them to execute at the highest level with this choreography and their performance, their stage presence, is having those breaks where they're just chilling. Toom, ta, toom. This gives them the chance to like relax their shoulders, relax their neck, their traps, their body before going into bigger movements or quicker movements. Now, in terms of their footwork, if you're interested in being able to move your feet at the speed that BTS is moving their feet in this dance practice, I want you to analyze closely. They're either on the toes, like on the balls of their feet, not the toes. They're either on the balls of their feet or they're on their heels. Because the leg weighs so much, if you're flat-footed, it's almost like having cement blocks tied to your ankles, right? It's going to take a lot longer for you to lift to, first of all, redistribute your weight. But then it's also going to take way more time for you to lift from a flat-footed position to then move your foot. And you're not gonna be able to move your foot nearly as quickly, and it's not gonna be as controlled, and you're also sometimes at more risk of an injury depending on in what ways you're trying to manipulate and move your leg. However, if you're on your heels or if you're on your toes, there's a lot more bounce and your weight is already distributed in a way that allows you to move a lot quicker, a lot more accurately and intentionally without as much risk of injury, and it just feels a lot better on the body too. So if you want to move your feet quicker like BTS in Not Today, on the balls of your feet, on the heels of your feet, never completely flat-footed. Let's keep going. Yeah. So it may appear that they're flat-footed. They're not flat-footed. Nice. Hold up. Okay, because they're acting like they're in the army, right? I was trying to figure out.
I was like, what the heezy and fosheezy is this?
And I was like, wait, is this a tank? That's a cool visual. That's a really cool visual. Let's run this back, because I wasn't sure at first. Oh, they got up there like a transformer. Oh, what? Hold up, run it back. Cause did homie do a somersault just now? And did it in slow motion. What? Hey, great energy. Yeah. Yeah, you can tell it's coming to the end because they're taking that last reserve of energy and they're pushing through. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Great execution. Yeah. See, I saw this in the music video and I was just waiting for this to come up. The levels. Doom, doom. So good. I gotta run that back. That's probably my favorite part right there. them eat this up with the levels and the angles. Boom, 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 doom, 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 boom, boom. Woo! Golly, that made me want to throw my phone. Throw that thing. Okay, so with this move, if you want to learn how to do this jump where they're throwing, it's all about the timing. So you want to make this jump as floaty as possible, right? And the throw comes at the very last moment whenever you're landing back on the floor. So you don't want to jump and throw at the same time. You don't want to jump and then throw after you've jumped. You want to jump, hold that, and as soon as you're touching back on the ground, then you throw. Yeah? Makes a world of difference. Practice that, because that is actually a really fire move. You ever go out dancing or something and you just dancing and you hit it right on the beat? Whew, it's electric. Trust me. Yeah. Let's go. Ooh.
Yes, yes, yes. I've said everything that I had to say.
In terms of technique, as far as moving your feet quicker on the balls of your feet or on the heels of your feet, okay? Dance style, if we were to take one dance style and be like, okay, this is the one dance style you should practice and train in order to be able to execute this choreography. It's a fusion of different styles. However, the most important style here would be hip hop, because they do use a lot of bounce. They use rock, they use groove, they use ticking and animation, which also falls under that hip hop culture, that hip hop dance and street dance umbrella. So hip hop, work on your bounce, work on your rock, work on your groove. If you watch just about any BTS dance practice or choreography, 9 times out of 10, I'll say 8 times out of 10, because sometimes they do use more contemporary aspects. I'll say 8 times out of 10, they're using majority hip hop foundations. Now, it may not be hip hop in the way that you're familiar with seeing, but I promise you, hip hop foundations is a very strong one that they use with, sometimes they use breaking techniques. They use hip hop, bounce, rock, groove. They use ticking, dime stopping, animation, robotics. So practice your hip hop foundations. Move quickly by being on the balls of your feet or on the heels of your feet. If you want to build up the level of confidence and the ability for timing that BTS and the dancers here and Not Today have, then you want to work on dancing slower and being patient with the music. Okay? So take your time, work on your breathing, feel your movements all the way through. Make sure everything is intentional from start to finish. And that is how you work towards becoming a dancer or performer, to be able to dance and perform at this level. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead, hit that subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit those notifications if you're not already up to date, and hit that like. Share this with somebody who you think would enjoy this or who wants to be able to dance just like BTS. I want to say peace. I want to say love and dance. It's hot, y'all, but we're going to the next video because I got a lot to post for y'all this week. Let's go.